Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Kim Possible, the original series from 2002 to 2007. It's 4 seasons. Each of the episodes are about 25, 26 minutes long each, and yeah, this is a classic. This is like one of the big, iconic Disney Channel series hits that has grown into its own live action movie. Although I think it only appeared on the Disney Channel or Disney XD. But hey, still, it is a long life. It has a huge following, and I remember seeing being at the D23 Expo a couple years ago, and honestly I've never watched the show before. This whole Disney Plus experiment that I'm doing, but I knew about it, and I knew that it was it was a big deal. But I remember I think the Christy what's her name, Christy Carlson, who did the voice for Kim Possible, like appeared on stage to talk with fans, and there was a pretty crazy crowd for that. It was, and they didn't make a thing where it was set away on a stage that you had to get stand in a long line for. It was just literally just people cramming into the this one space. It was kind of nice. It was fans getting to talk to their hero for the first time in a long time, probably. So yeah, it's a series. It dives right into the thing. It doesn't even have any setup. There's no origin story. There's no. It's just assume that you understand the concept right off the bat, and that's all right. Jumping right in, and it says. It basically tells you, hey, Kim is a girl who's a cheerleader at a local high school. She's a normal kid. She has a best friend who's a boy named, why can't I say his name? Ron Stoppable. I knew this, and I still, my brain blanked. But voiced by Will Friedle. And of course, she has her own rivals, another cheerleader. For once, though, usually when there's a rival cheerleader enemy or a cool girl in high school versus the average girl in anything, although Kim's anything but far, but she's far from average. It's usually the bad girl is a blonde, but she's a brunette in this one. Just a weird thing that I noticed. But it's a cliche that it's a trope that seems to happen in a lot of mean girl type stories. Anyway, it's understood that Kim is she's not a secret superhero. She's everybody knows it. Everybody knows that she's a celebrity known the world around, but she still goes to a normal high school, and she still gets crushes as she does. She sees this new boy in school named Josh, and she's got the hots for him right off in the first few seconds of the episode. And Ron is. I don't think he's affected by it yet. I don't know if that comes into play later on in the series or not, because they're best friends, but will they have a romance? Some of you probably know that more than I would. Or is there a will they, won't they thing? I have no idea. They're best friends. At this point, platonic, and that's the way it's going to remain as far as I know. I don't know. But she definitely has a crush on this hot new boy, Josh. And by the way, no, I'll get to that in a second. I don't want to keep diverting myself. So she has a struggle, just asking a boy out to the dance, which is pretty progressive. She has worry about her asking a boy out, but she's not some wilting flower that is so delicate and needs to be asked to dance. She's a girl go-getter, obviously, 'cause she travels the world. She can ask favors. If she needs to go to Tokyo real fast, she asks a favor from a friend who just happens to be a mishmash of Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, Britannia or something. I don't know. It's they mash their names together, and she's a pop star, and they just like, hey, can we just hop a ride on your jet and go save the world in Japan on a special mission? Sure, do that. She goes to some Arctic place, and she gets a ride on a snow crawler kind of thing, and for free. Why? Why? Because she saved this village from an avalanche a couple years ago. So yeah, it's everybody knows who she is wherever she goes. Ron is her erstwhile sidekick who's always there. He has no perceivable talents whatsoever other than to get himself in trouble and carry around his naked mole rat Rufus, who tends to make things worse also. But Kim keeps him around, so he serves comedy purposes. She's the straight man, and he's the nutty, wacky guy who gets them into trouble more so, and usually either messes up the plan or redeems it at the last second when you least expect it, and usually through no real effort of his own. It's usually a comedic accident that saves the day. So yeah, he doesn't serve any real purpose. She has a kind of a Q type person, like James Bond has Q. She has Wade sitting back home that she's in constant contact with, and he creates all these gadgets and abilities, these mechanical things that can help her save the day. Like it's something that's makeup or whatever they think it is, but it's really like stinky knockout gas or something. It's all sorts of different things. There's all the elements of a spy action thriller condensed down into a cartoon about a teenage girl, a normal teenage girl. But again, everybody knows that she's a giant, humongously famous super spy, and she can do anything except ask a boy on a date. So, and yeah, it's and by the way, going back to the thing I was going to say before, I love the animation style. It is. I didn't note the animation studio on this, and that's my fault, of course, not yours. But I do love the style, the way the way it flows. It doesn't just go for the same standard cartoon look. It's very stylish, and it's got a good handle, good grasp on the action, and just putting the characters in some really crazy views. That's not the word. It's they do a really good job of positioning the action. Let's say, man, I have no idea what words to use right now. I am apparently tired. But anyway, yeah, it's a fun action thing. There's like 86 episodes or so. It's a lot of episodes, 4 seasons. I don't know if I'm ever going to get around to watching all of them, but they're good fun. I think it's a kind of fun distraction kind of thing, especially if you grew up in this kind of thing. It stands up. It doesn't seem dated to me. It seems like it's something that could have been made, not like in the last year or so, and that's pretty good. I mean, yes, there's certain elements that might be dated, for 2002. Maybe cell phones aren't so common for everybody back then, but there's long range communication that doesn't involve satellites and stuff. So it's it's kind of cool. It's very fun. By the way, there are Nancy Cartwright. By the way, Bart Simpson does the voice of Rufus, the naked mole rat. Okay, John DiMaggio. There's a lot of Groening cartoon connections. If you know who John DiMaggio is, he's the voice of Bender from Futurama, and he plays Dr. Draken, the first villain that we see her going up against in the series. Gary Cole plays her dad, and Jean Smart plays her mom, which is just fantastic. I mean, they're character actors, but they're on a level of their own. I love them both. They're just fantastic. Anything you see them in or hear them in. He played Harvey Birdman on Adult Swim. He is also Lumbergh from Office Space, and he's just anything that Gary Cole's in, I'll watch. So I might add this to my list, but I'm not going to do it now. But there's something. I have so many things to catch up on that I want to continue watching on Disney Plus after seeing them for the first time here. So yeah, there's just a lot. Oh, Patrick Warburton and Raven-Symone is on this. Tara Strong, Rob Paulson, Greg Griffin. Jeez, Nestor Carbonell, Brian George. There's so many good, like iconic Disney character voice actors in this, and it's good fun. So yeah, I don't need to tell those of you who are already obsessed with the show, who've already grown up with it and love it, that it's a fun show and plays with all the super spy tropes, but also the teenage comedy drama tropes that you'd come to expect from Disney. from the Disney Channel. It's got it all. It does it in a way that, yeah, there's a live action movie, but I'm feeling that the kind of stuff they do in animation here would be impossibly expensive to do on a regular live action TV series. So yeah, it's big fun. So yeah, I highly recommend it. It's a classic for a reason, and it's highly beloved by everyone who's seen it. I can't imagine anybody who's like, no, that's dumb, that's garbage. So yeah, it's Kim Possible. Check it out. Let's pick tomorrow's episode.
423.
423. 423. Okay. We might be continuing with this special super spy thing. I kind of remember what this is. I think we've seen something involving this before, but I can't remember. It's been a while. Maybe I've just seen it in the list so many times. There is a regular series, and then there's also shorts, or a short. But for now, we're going to be watching the series. We'll watch one episode, like I did with this. I only watched one episode, got the gist of it, and we'll see how it goes. Unless there's like a two-parter that I have to see the second episode. We'll see. But we're going to be watching Special Agent Oso. Special Agent Oso. I hope I'm saying that right. On the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.